Welcome everyone. This is the 5th session coloring Inspirita. She is the cover girl from Dance Dreams coloring book, and the free download for this week, which is the week of Memorial Day weekend here in the United States. It's probably going to take, I'm thinking, two more sessions, maybe 3. We'll see how we do today. And the music playing today is the Lifescapes Pure Relaxation CD. Let's get started. So, let's work on this top section here. So to bring in some different colors, I think I'd like to do this big area here, the same kind of purpley color that I did that one. So I'm going to start with a dark purple. And let's see which one is. Okay, this is a Crayola Violet. And I'm just going to take that in. So you start dark and just a large area of color. Take it darker here. I'm going to bring that down there. It's actually easier if your pencil's not too sharp. If it has a flat side. So I have a piece of cardstock under my paper, but I'm also then coloring on a pad of watercolor paper. So if you ever wanted to experiment with textures, the watercolor paper underneath the coloring page creates kind of like a pastel watercolor look. So you could always try that if you want to change the surface. Most people like a smooth surface underneath them when they're coloring. So this is what I realized with the Crayolas. They're not as easy to create a smooth edge with. Takes a little bit more finesse, like a smooth transition, I should say. So, but I don't mind a little texture here, so I think I'm actually going to add it on purpose. So I'm just kind of zigzagging my pencil, and then I can go over a lighter. We're going to meet up over here. So think of them like eye shapes, kind of, I guess. And I'm going to put a couple of those in there to add some interest to that large space. So kind of like the scales that we did on Pisces tail, for any of you that were coloring Pisces with me. So past week's free downloads are on my Etsy shop. 50 cents for a digital download, and you can copy it then many times as you want. Print it out. The soft cover edition of the book is on Amazon, and that's $8.99 US dollars. If you have Prime and free shipping, that's great. I'm not quite sure what the transition is like, I forget the word, what it is for Canada and euros, but yeah, so that's that. large flat spaces make me nervous. Okay, so now I got that, and we're gonna put some of that light fuchsia towards the center of this, or bright fuchsia, I should say, not light fuchsia. And again, I'm mixing pencil brands, and I can tell right away that they don't lay as well over each other. See, it's just, when you're doing things like this, it's good to stick with one. But I like experimenting, so that's what that's about. Okay, and then we have the sweep of color here. I'm thinking definitely the oranges and the blues and the yellows. So I think I'm going to start with a red sweep there, and I'm winging it, guys, so you're coming along for the ride. I have a more cherry red that it's not so, let's see if this is the one. It's either this one or this one. I think it's this one. Okay, so I'm going to do my darkest edge here. So I'm going to make this like a tube, so that means that both sides are going to be darker, and then they'll meet in the center. This is a pink. Just look at that, it almost looks exactly like the lighter. So that didn't make much of a difference for us. So let's add a little bit of peach. So weird. Oh, that's my tape is up there. I'm like, why can't I color that edge? It's because there's a piece of tape holding me back. Okay, that did something. Takes a little bit of work here. And I'm going to get that right again and try to... So the amount of dark here is in relation to the thickness. So say this is like 25% of this tube is here, right? So that means 25% would be a much thinner line at the bottom. So that way you can kind of keep it even. So it's not like the line stays the same thickness, it gets bigger, this line of darker, as you get towards the wider part of the tube, and that's what helps you create that illusion. Alrighty, I feel like I want to do two of those. I don't know why, but I'm gonna go with it. So again, this goes out like that. I think because I like this watermelon-y color that's happening. It's pretty. Definitely watermelon. Yummy. Okay, I don't know what's in your cup today. I'm back to my chai rubus, my red chai tea. gonna stop there because something else is happening. But I'm just gonna go right for the peach color. It's pretty intense in there. Okay, cool. To make that come out just a little bit more, let's see, take a dark blue. Really lightly, just the interior of that edge. Now you could do this with any color that's darker. You could use a brown or even just a deeper red. That gives it that feeling of rolling, which this color is pretty good for that. Okay, so this one here, I want to take the golden yellow and make that little edge. And then I take an orange color. I'm trying to go a little bit faster so maybe we can finish this in one more session. Okay. I'm kind of using this right here as my guide. I'm gonna do one teal thing in the center here. There's a darker teal color. You could use a Kelly green with blue to try to get closer to this if you don't have all these colors. This is a Crayola pencil. I can really feel it. It's amazing how the way the pigments are different. Okay. I think we're gonna do that one darker into lighter too, because I like the way these all look kind of like bubbly. So I'm gonna make this corner really dark. There's that U. Remember when something's rounded, the shadow will be like a U shape, not straight across. That's an interesting color, isn't it? I do not want to do that again though. I think we're gonna make this as if it's the other side of that right there. So with this yellow, I'm not being really careful. I'm just putting a nice base coat down. Looks like this goes here and to here, and I think that is going to be that. And I'm going to put this yellow here in this last little edge, so it looks like it disappeared and then reattached down here. All personal preference, everybody. I've said it before, and I will say it again, there is no right way. When you go to color, it's just your way, whatever you feel like doing. Peach next to teal. However, I am going to put a little bit of the limey green in there. To give it a little glow. There we go. Beautiful. All right, then we go over here and do the gold here. So You can see I'm making decisions as I'm going, right? I kind of like paint coloring that way. This goes here. This one, I think, I'll also make yellow, but we're gonna make that like the center of a peacock tail, I think. Be a little more dramatic with that. And that'll be different. And that'll be different. Okay. But there's the orange that I was using. Oh, this marker crayon's doing some funky stuff on me. It's a very damp day here, and the pencils are reacting. So interesting. Maybe the paper is absorbing water from the air. Come to think of it. So I'm going to, because I'm having trouble with this, so maybe let me try shaping it a bit. I'm going to make these lines a little more add some texture in there. It's funny, some people would never want to do that, but I like it. I like it creates some motion. Makes it look like a ribbon. So I did it this curve and this curve. And I'm going to darken this one under here a little bit. Because I like that these all look like they're coming together here. Those little crevices. And this one too. Okay, I want to put a fuchsia swirl in there. Of course, where's my little tiny fuchsia pencil? It's shrinking. I'm going to have a sip of tea before I start. So let me know if you have the book and you'd like to color one of the pages with me. Let me know which one, because I haven't decided what I'm going to start next on Saturday. So I post the freebie usually on Saturday, and I start coloring on Sunday, the first session. Sometimes Monday, depending on how the weather is and my mood. But I'll tell you, I've been sitting down in the mornings with a headache, thinking, oh boy, I don't know if I can even focus. But after a few minutes, my headache starts to go away. So there's something to say about the calming nature of coloring. If you can take out all your worries and just chill out for a little bit. Try to exhale. Exhale and inhale. Planted all my flowers. It was my birthday, and did a trip to the flower center, got all my flowers, planted my pots, and as I'm doing it, I'm thinking, why did I do this? Now I have to water them all. But guess what? Mother Nature came along today, and she is watering my flowers for me. So yay! All right, so I'm going to, this is the armband, right? What color, what could we do here that's really gonna stand out? Well, this one, I think, right here, there's like this little fuchsia ribbon. And I don't know why I did these. I have to really be honest. They were in the painting. They weren't antennas. I think they were supposed to be part of her costume. Here. And the limey green, just because I think it'll really stand out more. Oh, broken pencil. Don't you hate when that happens? You get this beautiful point and then the pencil dies on you. So I have my shavings in here with my crystal. That was a present from my uncle. And this is my seashell dish. And I'm using sharpeners that were from, I think, makeup pencils. But they work. When I moved a few years ago, you know, you go through things. I was like, okay, I have 5 of these. And I wasn't quite sure why. But they work for these pencils. So I'm just pressing as hard as I can without breaking my pencil. Trying to get a nice vibrant limey green. Now, I haven't tried it. I think you can go back and erase if you really don't like something. But I've never tried it. I'm going to take it just a little bit of very dark, the dark teal, and put it in here because I want this to look like a little ribbon. And I'll hit that edge there. That's it. I think that works. All right, we have one last whoosh in there. And I'm thinking the purple again. You know, I love purple, but I don't think I want a blue up in there. See how this is the purples and the pinks? I think that would work fine. So this is a lavendery purple. It's not the most, the darkest that I have. I think I am going to go in and, so you know what, I'm going to make this as the base coat. And let's put some of the deeper blues and purples in there. Because I don't think this is a little too gentle right now for this. We need some kapanga punching going on. Let's see what I got here. I'm tempted to use my Crayolas, but I know mixing is not a good idea, like I tell you. I'm going to look in my case here and see if I can find those deeper purpley blues. There's 1 and 2. All right, but they definitely need sharpening. I think this one might be that color that I love so much, that 580. Yep, 850. It's funny how my eye keeps going to that color. All right, so this is going to be the darker bluey. But I think this is going to work nice here. I'm going to leave room to still put some brighter purple on the outside edge. I was wondering if my Dance Dream colorist would be interested in having a colored version to purchase when you purchase the blank page as a reference. I was wondering if I should start offering that. So let's see, I'm trying to find a deep purple. Work. There's a Crayola color. Let me try it again and make sure. Yep. Okay. So we've kind of built this one up from force these two companies to get along. Actually what I wanted was that more intense. It's pretty. I'm kind of just coloring that whole piece, guys. Ditching the idea of shading because I really like that it's so intense. And it shifts between the blue and the purple so pretty. It's because I like that so much. I'm going to go in now. Where's that one that I liked? Here it is. So remember, you do not have to follow me as I play. If you like the way something is already, you do not have to play with me. But I really, really like that. It's like the lapis, the deep blue. It's almost like the inside of the Hope diamond. I don't know if any of you have seen that large blue diamond. It's in the Smithsonian. When my mom would take me on our trips to Washington, we always made sure we stopped in to see the Hope diamond. I saw an exhibit at the Natural History Museum in New York. Oh, wow, I guess it's a while ago now. And they had these huge emeralds and diamonds that were worn inside the hats of heads of state and courtesans back, in the Renaissance time. Oh my goodness, the size of these gems and the way they were cut. I had never seen rubies and emeralds that size before. They were exquisite. And to think that nature creates those colors deep in the earth, it's just wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Yes, so I like that. Do you see what I just did? I went in with the too strong. I was all excited. So now I'm just going to keep going. And I'm going to go with the texture flow that I just started because I wasn't paying attention. And we're going to make that go in. There. Fine. Looks like a fuzzy column. Okay, it looks like today is going from a blue day to a purple day. Building up, building up, building up, building up, building up, building up, trying to get nice intense color. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I can bring a little bit of that blue over here. Okay, cool. All right, let's boogie on down here. Let's see, what shall we do? I'm getting that water feel here again as well. But this could, be anything. I like that this is a rainbow up there. It's not what I usually do, mixing the colors like that. But I like the way that came out. And I think I'm done with water. How about we take this and make this like the earth? This is your water and the sky. I think that might be cool. And, let's do browns and golds. How about that? I haven't done that yet with this coloring page, but I'm up for it. Okay, we're going to be courageous here. So I'm going to take a brown. And we'll throw in some earthy greens too. So it looks like she's in both places. She's rooted, but she's also flying high. I think my paper's damp. The more I color, I'm like, wow. Because everything's kind of sticky when I put it down. I had the window open and that's probably what happened. Okay, so I've got a little base coat of that. I'm going to keep these pencils not too far away from me. This is the gold and yellow that we've been using. Looking totally different against the brown. Gonna get in touch with my earth roots here. Oh, it's almost like a tree is coming from over there. Look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one even though they touch for a little bit here. Take that in there. So I'm doing a little darker. Just gonna pick out, pretend these are like the roots of trees. I don't know why I'm thinking of the Scottish Highlands, isn't it funny? Scotland. Too much Outlander. Okay. Maybe we do this one brown too. And planning on using a darker brown in here, so I'm going to do like a base color. So I'm not pressing too hard. So I leave room if I want to go more solid or lighter in there. There is a line right there. Okay, so there's that yellow that we have. We're going to just touch it a little bit. So I'm making a little bit of a statement in the centers there. Okay, now I'm going to get a darker brown. I'm going to try to pick the one. I have one that has a little bit more of a reddish cast. I'll tell you, this set has plenty of browns. I'm just not used to using them, but I think I need to change that. Do some more earthy things with my colors. All right, we're going to go under there and darken that up. Thinking today about just being still when people, talk to you or at you about their beliefs, things they hold so strongly to be true. I mean, we all have them. And instead of feeling like I have to convince them of mine, to just be still. Because everybody feels the need to validate what they're feeling, like they have to, or else you're gonna go crazy. I was getting upset because I really didn't agree with this one person, but then I was like, I'm just gonna be still and almost like honor them for what they feel and think, because we all have our own opinions, and it was hard, but I did it. And they stopped talking, and then there was this peace because there's nothing more to say. I didn't agree, I didn't disagree. I just listened. And it is. It's very hard to do, but it's almost a gift you give yourself to not get involved, you know. And everyone has a right to their opinion. But that's really what beliefs are. It's just something you tell yourself over and over again, you know. Oh boy, hindsight certainly is 20/20. Nobody can predict the future. So, not to get philosophical on you, but maybe somebody out there watching me today could benefit from that little bit of personal information. Let's just be gentle as we walk through the day. Fly through it like my Inspirita here. She is flying. Alright, so I think this one is going to be that. I'm going to make this one dark green. I'm playing here, so you're playing with me. You can do this however you want. This would also look great as a continuation of the water, rainbows, anything that you wanted to. Any color would look beautiful here. Time-wise, how are we doing? Oh, we're almost done this session, so close. We'll finish her up on the next one, so that'll be nice. Alright, and I'm gonna go with just a lighter green. So this is a kind of one of the limier Kelly's here. And then what I'm going to do is go in here. Take the yellow. So when things pass each other, there's a little bit more contrast. Like that. Now where she steps, I'd like to do a little bit of shading. You know, I really like that she's got some ground to dance on. I didn't really paint her that way, but I like that now she's actually, oh, there she is singing for us, Inspirita. we got pretty far. And I hope your day's filled with sweet inspiration, everyone. And I'll see you for our last session for Inspirita. She's a free download on my website until Saturday. And if you'd like to purchase Volume 1, it's available on Amazon and my Etsy shop. All the links are on my website, www.dancedreamsincolor.com. Subscribe there for updates, and also friend me on Facebook, or like me, join our group, and you get access to lots of freebies and fun stuff too. Thanks, everyone. Bye.